Hello everyone, this is Optimus Prime, and today we are taking a look at the Transformers Rise of the Beast mainline Optimus Prime and Optimus Primal. And first, kind of taking a look at the packaging. This is very similar to the Rhinox box that we got, except Optimus Prime and Optimus Primal, and it does look very nice. I pretty much already went over this, but you know, I love these boxes. They're really nice. Still open packaging, kind of annoying, but you get the product shots on the back, which is pretty cool. 20 steps and stuff that I don't really care about reading, and that is pretty much it for the boxes. Now moving on to the figures themselves, here we have the mainline Voyager, Optimus Prime, and Optimus Primal in their, well, truck mode and ape mode, and they look very nice in my opinion. But first, taking a look at Optimus Prime, this is a very nice looking truck mode. It is not accurate to the Freightliner that he was in the film, but that's okay because, you know, they couldn't get the licensing to do that. All the vehicles in the mainline like toy line essentially are not officially licensed. Reasoning for that, different team made these figures than, you know, the team that makes, say, like the Generation stuff. So, you know, the Generations team, they're able to get the licensing and all that kind of stuff. The team that made these can't really do that, so that's why. But still looks very nice. These weird wings on the back are, like I said, weird, but that's really the only gripe I could think of. So the bed is a little too high, but I don't really care. It's practically made for kids. In terms of like paint, I do wish we could have gotten some silver right here for this stripe. That's really all I care about in terms of paint. Like that's really all I think should have been painted. Everything else is fine. But yeah, very nice looking truck mode. We get some transparent blue for the windshield and the sides of the windows. We get some nice light blue for the like headlights. We get some red in these areas. The thing that people do kind of point out that kind of sucks is like how this like whole off-road section is just like molded in, and okay, sorry, there was a bug. Anyways, but yeah, so, you know, pretty nice. We do get some silver paint for the top of the kind of like visor section. I don't really know, but everything else, oh, and silver for kind of a gunmetal gray for the steps here, but everything else is pretty much just molded in. But it does look very nice. His gun is right here. It does store on the back, so that is pretty cool, and it cleans up pretty decently in my opinion. Not the best, but honestly better than the Studio Series, and I'll stand by that. But yeah, but still a very nice looking figure. And here we have Optimus Primal in his ape mode, and he looks amazing. You know, this is a redeco, not really redeco, but like a rehash of the Kingdom Optimus Primal, which is, I think it works. Not the biggest fan of it, but you know, I think, you know, considering this Optimus Primal is a very different beast, pun unintended and intended, than the kind of G1 design for him, but I think it still works in some way. Obviously the new Studio Series Optimus Primal that was revealed recently is going to have a way different kind of mold and aesthetic to it than this, so, you know, there's that. But, you know, it does look very nice. The swords do soar up at the top. Only gripe I have with this figure is that the eyes are blue instead of green, but that was mainly because, well, also some of these figures are based on concept art, so I guess in the concept renders for the Optimus Primal design, he had blue eyes instead of green eyes, but not a huge deal. But you know, you get the gorilla chest, you get the fur detail, which looks really nice. You get some silver paint over on these little sections here and on the forearms. We get some more on these parts right here and on the back, big old monkey butt, and you get some more silver detail on the back of the legs and on the feet. So that is pretty cool. But in terms of these guys in their alt modes, they look very nice. And just to show you guys, because I haven't done comparisons for any of these because I wanted to save it for the finale, which this is, here we have pretty much every, like, both Studio Series and mainline Rise of the Beast figures, all in their alt modes, and just, yeah, ultimate comparison, and there you go. But I've pretty much talked about these figures enough as I wanted to in their alt mode, so let us get down to the transformation. And here we have the mainline Voyager Optimus Prime and Optimus Primal in their robot modes, and these two look fantastic. First, taking a look at Optimus Prime, he has a lot of really nice detail. The face looks very nice. There is all that molded detail on the mouth plate. The eyes are also painted, but there is also light piping, which is nice. I can't really show that off, unfortunately. The head is painted in a nice blue, and the silver is also painted, well, silver, which looks really nice. There's some more detail on the top of this area right here, which looks really cool. There's some more gray in here, as well as some blue for the legs. Of course, you know, that kind of transfers over, which is very nice. And there's also some nice red on, you know, the arms. These parts right here are painted, I should mention that, as well as the forearms also being painted, but the rest is just molded in that color. And of course the red for here is also painted. We do get these little parts on the knee pads, which are painted unlike the Studio Series, except this isn't accurate. It should be white on top, red on bottom, but it's both red, which is inaccurate, but like 50% of this figure is inaccurate, so there's that. We get this random black painted spot right here on the crotch, which I get what they were trying to do, but it doesn't work really well for me. But everything else is nicely molded. There is some molded detail on the back, but it's not really accurate. He does have the tire butt, kind of like the Earthrise Optimus Prime, and this really only takes 2 cues from Earthrise Prime. I don't people think that it's like super similar to Earthrise Prime. It's really not. It's just, it takes those 2 cues, and that's really about it. Just like the tire transformation, and like honestly barely that too, like, because most of this, like, you know, is very different. And the other thing just being these parts that flip in. I mean, I suppose the legs, you know, the engineering in here is also the same, but that's really about it. Everything is like brand new. But it looks very nice in my opinion. And then Optimus Primal over here is, you know, he's pretty similar to how he looked in, you know, monkey mode in terms of like detail, but you know, more robot mode. Like, you know, his head is very nicely sculpted. You know, you get some silver paint for the mouth plate, some blue for the eyes, which should have been green, but still looks nice nonetheless. We get, you know, the arms, the same arms from monkey mode, just, you know, shoulder pads flip up. You know, some more painted detail over here on the backs of the legs, more coming down here. The feet look pretty cool, which, you know, there's that. And we do get a new chest plate, which looks very nice. We get a little Maxima logo here, and it's molded very well, and some silver paint for the abdomen section as well. Fur detail carries over. He does have that giant monkey butt, but, you know, very nice looking figure. He's a little too chunky, compared to, you know, how he looks in the movie, but, you know, it's a kid's toy. I'm not going to complain too much, but together these two look very nice. Now, of course, they do have weapons. Optimus Prime comes with his, you know, classic ion blaster, which he did not have in Rise of the Beasts, but it does look very nice. It is a little too small though, but, you know, he can hold it. Pop that in there like that, and there you go. And that looks pretty nice. And Primal does come with his 2 swords. Now, you can have him hold him in 2 different ways. So you can have him hold him like how he does in Beast Wars, like this and like that. So you can have him hold them both in 1 and 2 hands, or you can take this and then kind of rotate around to where it's facing down, pop it in the hand like so, and he can have his kind of like singular blade, which a lot of people like to do, and I also like to do that as well. I think that looks really cool. But yeah, so, you know, there you have them with their weapons. His swords are painted in a nice silver paint, which looks very nice, and the rest is just kind of that same color that, you know, the figure itself is, that kind of dark gray, but it does look very nice. But yeah, so these two look really nice together in their robot modes. Now, in terms of Optimus Prime's articulation, first off, we do have just a swivel at the head. Mine is really tight, so I don't like to like swivel it around that much, like all that much. There is no up and down, unfortunately, or side to side. It's just a swivel, which meh. Arms can rotate all the way around like so. There is a little kind of hinge joint system in here. Arms can move out that much, and in that much there is a swivel at the bicep, a really nice bend at the elbow, and the wrists are on a ball joint so they can swivel and go in and out. So that is very, very nice. We do have a swivel in the waist, but it's very limited, so that's where this kind of comes in, that transformation bit, so you can actually get a lot more range than you could have with just the regular little waist joint here. Another cool thing is, thanks to the transformation, is we actually have an ab crunch, which is very, very nice. I do like that. But the legs well, first off, the legs can spread all the way like so. Side skirts are on hinges, so that is very nice. Legs can kick out forward that much and back not too much. There is a swivel at the thigh joint, a bend at the knee, which is pretty okay, as well as, you know, some up and down at the foot and a pretty nice pivot. And if you want to, you can also utilize this transformation bit to get a little bit more range out of that joint. So that is very, very nice. But articulation on Prime is really good, but let us check out the articulation on Optimus Primal. So Optimus Primal, his articulation is he has a lot more range in his head. He actually has a ball joint, so his head can turn side to side. It is a little bit limited, but you know, it still works. He can go side to side, all that kind of stuff, which is very, very nice. The arms can rotate all the way around like so, and move out that much and in that much, swivel at the bicep, bend at the elbow, and a swivel at the wrist, which goes all the way around, which is very, very nice. If you move the butt flap out of the way, you can get a very nice waist swivel, which, you know, can go all the way around. Legs can kick forward not too much, back not too much, but move these two out of the way and you can get that, which is pretty cool. The legs can split that much and go in that much, and then you do have a swivel in here, a bend at the knee, which is pretty nice, and a really sad ankle pivot, but it's there. But yeah, so articulation on these two figures is very, very nice, and you can pull off some pretty neat poses with what you have. And here we have the entire collection so far of the Rise of the Beasts figures, both Studio Series and mainline, all together, and wow, this just looks so good. I can't wait for the Studio Series Prime Rhinox, just to get more accurate representations of these characters. But still, even mainline and Studio Series, no matter if it's accurate or not, these all look really, really good together. And just to have them all by themselves, here we have the three main guys all together, and yeah, just perfect. And overall, my final comments on these two figures, if you can find them, because for whatever reason, Hasbro has still not put them online. I had to find these things like you would not believe. Fortunately, someone was willing to give me the barcode for the Optimus Primal figure, but unfortunately for the Prime, that one was a pain to find, because the first time I found him, he was missing a chest window, so I had to go to another Walmart because that was the only one that they had. So I had to go to another Walmart, they didn't have it, then the Walmart after that, third time's a charm, finally found it. And yeah, Hasbro, please just put these online, because no one can seem to find them anywhere. You have to find them with pure luck. Just, so just put these online, please. Even Walmart, you too, you sell them, put them on your website. Transformers figures have been harder and harder to find because stores and Hasbro and other retailers aren't putting them online. Please put them online. Please make it easy for people to find. Do you want our money? Do you want our money, Hasbro and Walmart? Do you want our money? Put it online. There you go. That's my rant. But yeah, highly recommend them. Find them if you can. Just try, hell, I'll even probably put a link or something to the barcodes just so you guys could find them. But yeah, really, really nice figures in my opinion. I love the Primal, love, the detail, paint apps, love Prime, same thing. But yeah, highly recommended. Unfortunately, they're still at, your basic Voyager price point, even though these are smaller than your basic average Voyager, which kind of sucks. So, probably should have been I don't know, 30 bucks in my opinion, but unfortunately they're like 36, 38 bucks. So yeah, but still recommend them. But yeah, that is pretty much about it for this review. I hope you all enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.